Thank you. We are now ready to present the program for the Washington County Attorney candidates. The first candidate on our list is Bill Robinson. The second is Mr. Greg Goatley. That's also Mr. Bill Robinson. I don't want anyone to accuse me of partisanship. And Mr. Bill Robinson is given 2 minutes now to make a presentation.
Very good. First off, just by way of introduction, my name is Bill Robinson. I recognize a lot of you folks. I'm a 1982 graduate of Washington County High School, makes me 50 years old. Went to University of Kentucky undergraduate school, University of Louisville Law School, and moved back home in 1995 with the express intention of starting a family, and did exactly that in 1996 when my son Seth was born. He's 18 years old, attends Western. I've also got a 16-year-old son, Aaron, who I'm very proud of. With only 2 minutes to go, I want to touch on just two real quick points. Two primary roles of this office. One, in my view, is prosecution of less serious crimes, misdemeanors, keeping folks safe, being responsive in that respect, being accessible. The second would be being the primary legal advisor to Washington County. And in that respect, I've got experience in being city attorney for the last 15 years. I've dealt with various boards and commissions and those sorts of things. I also have been assistant county attorney under one of the most longest serving county attorneys there has been, and that's Hamilton Sims for the last 32 years. I actively prosecuted for 5 years before taking the city attorney position, and Susan McCain, who Carol alluded to, took over that assistant county attorney position. I love the community. I want to be a good public servant. I'm not such a great politician, but I'm confident in my ability in public service, and I'd ask for your all support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hello. Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Now, candidate Greg Goatley is also given 2 minutes for an opening statement.
Well, I think we should start by giving the Jay Leno of Washington County a big round of applause, Carol Kelly. And Ashley Filiatru, thank you for putting this together. This is a great idea. I think we should take this to Fredericktown. We should take it to Mackville. We should take it to Willisburg. Let's take this on the road. But thank you, Ashley. By the way, Ashley was the Washington County High School commanderette who shot. It was a regional tournament. She took a three-pointer against E-Town with 5 seconds left. She missed it. And to the dismay of her parents and Bill Newton, she followed her shot and put it in to get Washington County in the state tournament that year. That was Ashley Filiatru Spalding. The county attorney's position is a part-time position that was created by the legislature to allow small towns to have a county attorney so that they would accent and work with their private law office. Over the last 34 years as an attorney, I've tried to help people buy their houses. I've helped them write their wills and plan their estates. I've tried to help them when they've had run-ins with the law. I've tried to help them with their children and custody problems and things like that. So despite your thoughts about lawyers in general, lawyers help people. And that's what I've tried to do for the last 34 years, is help people in the different things that they need. Back when I was city attorney, I tried to help Mayor Ciccone and the city council when that Japanese company came to town and wanted to put a plant here on the land that was down there that Dwight Wright had the foresight to buy, about 16 acres down there on 555. And it just so happened that he had the foresight, and we had the opportunity when Mayor Ciccone was mayor, and working with Judge Bobby Brady, we brought everybody together, and that brought SPI here, which is now INAWAC, which has helped feed about 300 people per job and thousands over the years it's been here.
We almost got Marlena up here that time.
Don't let that happen.
One administrative announcement. Will the herd or horde of city council candidates stampede the podium? So we need to get them up here and get them ready. So kind of come on up here and gather around behind. Thank you. Now, First question. First question will be for the Honorable Greg Goatley. Who do you plan to appoint as a deputy county attorney, and do you plan to be the prosecutor or delegate this task?
Well, I'm running for county attorney to be the county attorney, and it is my intention to be the prosecutor. If something happens in the future and we might need an assistant, we'll deal with it then. But I'm running for the office to be the county attorney, to be the prosecutor. I'm already in the Washington District Court every Monday afternoon anyway, because I've been appointed by the court to represent children who get taken from their parents as a result of dependency, neglect, or abuse. So I'm there every Monday anyway. So it would be my intention to do the job myself, since I'm there anyway, utilizing a staff that would assist in the ways that they can, and it would be my intention to be the county attorney to prosecute and to also represent fiscal court. And remember, a county attorney doesn't have a vote on fiscal court, and a county attorney doesn't have a vote in court. We merely present the cases in district court for the judges to decide, and we present the legal advice to the fiscal court for them to make their decisions. So my intention is to be the county attorney and to do the job.
Thank you. Now we have the first question for Mr. Robinson. As county attorney, what are your plans to help enforce payment of child support and penalizing those who are not compliant?
Just very quickly, I also plan to prosecute. I know I've had a couple of questions about that. Susan McCain would...
Bill, you're going to get that question in about a minute and a half, so just proceed with this question and I'll ask you that question.
Very good. This format is a little confusing, but anyway, in terms of child support enforcement, one of the things I would want to do is continue the excellent job my law partner Hamilton Sims has done for the last 32 years. I can tell you, the end of the last fiscal year in June, our county was 13th out of 120 counties in the state in terms of child support enforcement. We're on track this year as one of only 4 counties out of 120 to meet the state goal of a 3% increase in child support enforcement. One thing I'd like to do that's pretty unique, I think, is, and I've talked to Julita Nance with Workforce and Development about this, but folks that are chronically underemployed or unemployed, I'd like to do a referral to Workforce Development so that they can get job skills, they can do resume building. She tells me that there's about 300 jobs here locally that they just simply can't find folks to fill. So that's one thing I think is a little bit unique that I'd like to do. And truthfully, if someone, for me, child support begins and ends with the kids. It's their support. It's not the parents. It's not something to be used as leverage. So that's really easy to be passionate and motivated by. And if people just simply don't pay child support, then they would have to be punished for that because it's their obligation to do that.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Now I have the second question for you, which you anticipated. Don't step on my lines. Who do you plan to appoint as a deputy county attorney, and do you plan to be the prosecutor or delegate this task?
Again, to reiterate, Susan McCain is a passionate advocate. I've seen that since 2001 when she's been assistant under Hamilton. Currently, and Hamilton's done this, when I first moved home, I did it for 5 years. He would alternate the court docket. So Susan would have one docket, I would have the next docket. I think it is critical to have an assistant. I've been an unpaid assistant for 15 years. Hamilton tells me that he'll be my unpaid assistant for the next 15, hopefully. So he's done an excellent job. He's been a great mentor. I've been in there every day and had an opportunity to see the right way to do it. And I will prosecute. I enjoy that. I did it, for several years before. And that's that.
Thank you. I have a last question for Mr. Goatley. He may recognize the question. As Washington County Attorney, what are your plans to help enforce the payment of child support and penalizing those who are not compliant?
About 10 years ago, Hamilton Sims was given a state award or recognition for child support collection. And I would want to go back and ask Hamilton during the transition period, what were the good things that are going on in the office, and let's try to keep doing the things that are working well. I would go visit some county attorneys that have a better collection rate and see if there's some way to streamline or make it more efficient so that we can collect child support. And basically, it's not the county attorney's decision. Again, we present the case. We prepare the case, we present it to the judge, and the judge makes the decision on what to do to enforce child support. But I can assure you, when it comes to taking care of children and supporting children, I would do everything in my power to make sure that the money gets collected and goes to the parent that has the child, and we will get child support enforcement in place and be consistent with it, because the children need the money, they need the support, and we don't need people having children and running off and leaving them for somebody else to raise.
Thank you. That concludes the county attorney portion of our program. Thank you.